Good morning, children. Today we'll start with Chapter 7 The Angry Dragon. Children, I have already shared the animated video of the lesson with you. So today I'll explain the story. Now, as we know that the chapter is about dragon. So let us know something about them. Children, dragons are creatures usually conceived as a huge bat-winged, fire-breathing, with features similar to reptiles. Dragons are also among the most popular of the world's mythological creatures. And there are two main traditions of dragons, European and Chinese. Now let's start the story. A long time ago, at the foot of a mountain in China, there was a lovely village. The village had plenty of water and crops grew well. Everyone had enough to eat and people were happy. Then everything changed. So the story is of long time back. Just below the mountain in China, there was a beautiful village, and the village had a lot of water and the crops also grew very well. The people had enough to survive there and they used to live happily. And then suddenly, after a few days, everything changed. A huge, noisy dragon came to live in a big hole that appeared on the top of the mountain. It breathed out fire and threw up rocks from the hole. Now, children, how things got changed? Because there was dragon that came and it was very huge and noisy, and it came to live in a hole that appeared at the top of the mountain. So the dragon came to live in a hole that appeared at the top of the mountain. And what did the dragon do? It used to breathe out fire and threw the rocks from the mountain. So the dragon used to breathe out fire and throw the rocks from the mountain from the hole to down in the village. Sometimes it bellowed in such a loud voice that all the people in the village left their houses and ran away to another village till the rumbling stopped. Now, children, the word bellowed means made a very loud sound like that of a bull. So sometimes the dragon used to make such a loud sound that all the people used to leave the houses and run away to another village till that continuous sound of the dragon stopped. Now the clouds did not bring rain to the mountain, and no cool water came trickling down. The crops dried up, life became very hard for the villagers. They did not dare to climb the mountain to find out what was wrong. So, due to this angry dragon breathing out fire, the clouds did not bring rain to the mountain, and there was no cool water which came down. Now, the word trickling, it means to go somewhere very slowly or gradually. So, in this way, the life became very hard for the villagers. There was no water, no clouds were there, no rain, and the villagers were so angry of the dragon that they did not go to the mountain to find out what was wrong. The elders in the village warned the children. Don't go near the mountain, they said. If you do, the thundering dragon is sure to get you. He will take you away and eat you up. So, the elder people of the village told the children that children, beware. Don't go near the mountain. Otherwise, what will happen? The dragon that makes a loud noise will eat you up. So, this is how the elders of the village warned the children. All the children were really scared of the noise the dragon made and stayed away. My Ling, who was 5 years and 11 months old, was the only child of her parents. She spent a lot of time playing in the garden by herself. She could see the top of the mountain from her garden. Sometimes, as she played there, she could see the dragon throwing out fire and rocks and making such a dim out fire, making such a din that she could not even hear her dolls. Okay, so I'll read it once more. Sometimes, as she played there, she could see the dragon throwing out fire and rocks and making such a din that she couldn't even hear her dolls. Now, as the villagers warned the children, so the children were really scared of the noise that the dragon made, and the children stayed away. But there was a girl, Myling. What was the name of the girl? Myling, who was 5 years and 11 months old. She was the only child of her parents and she used to play alone in the garden. So sometimes when she used to play with her dolls, she could see the dragon breathing out fire and throwing rocks and making out loud noise that she couldn't play and hear the dolls also. My, what a tantrum, she thought as she put her dolls to bed. Has no one taught that dragon how to behave? I wonder who looks after it. Maybe it's just lonely. She would often wonder about the dragon. The more she thought about it, the more she felt that the dragon was really lonely. Now, tantrum is what? Tantrum is a kind of bad behavior, a display of bad behavior. Now, Myling thought in her mind that nobody teaches the dragon how to behave. He misbehaves every time. Now, she was not scared. She was so emotional kind of a girl that she used to think that the dragon was very lonely. One day, Myling's mother asked her, "You will be 6 years old soon. Whom would you like to invite to your birthday party?" "I'll invite all my family and friends and I'll ask the dragon as well," she announced. Now, mother asked Myling that it was her birthday coming soon and whom she wants to invite for the birthday party. So Myling said that I'll invite all my friends and relatives and I'll also invite the dragon. And she started climbing the mountain to invite the dragon. Come back, you crazy girl," yelled her mother. "The dragon will kill you." So, as she had decided to invite the dragon, she started going to the dragon by climbing the mountain. Now, when she started climbing the mountain, her mother was very scared. She started yelling and she said, "Come back, Myling, the dragon will kill you." When Myling was halfway up the mountain, there was a huge roar. From where she stood, Myling could hear some of the words the dragon was roaring out. "I live, I alone. I am the dragon as stone." There was a rush of hot stones down the mountain and Myling ran back home. So, when Myling reached half the mountain, there was a huge roar of the dragon, and from where she was standing, she could hear the words which the dragon was speaking. And the dragon was saying, "I live, I alone, I am the dragon, as stone." So there was a rush of hot stones down the mountain. So Myling ran back home. So when the stones started coming to her, which were thrown by the angry dragon, Myling came back home. "I hope that taught you to listen to your elders," scolded her mother. So now when Myling returned home, Her mother scolded her and said that whatever happened to you, I hope that has taught you to listen to your elders. The next day, Myling's father said, Myling, would you like to add anyone's name to your birthday list? Well, I want to add the dragon's name, declared Myling, and set off up the mountain once more. Now, Myling still wanted to invite the dragon to her birthday party. So, again, she started going to the mountain to invite the dragon. Come back, you stupid silly girl, roared her father. The dragon will pick you up and carry you away. So now, the father shouted that you stupid girl, don't go there. But Myling wouldn't come down. She had almost reached the top. Now she could see the enormous dragon with its huge tail. It was thumping its tail and belting out a fearful song. Now Myling decided that she'll go to the dragon and invite the dragon to her birthday party. So she reached the top and now she could see the huge big dragon with its huge big tail. The dragon was shaking its tail and was singing loudly a fearful song. Belting out means singing loudly. You dare not roam near my home. I am the dragon breathing fire and stone. Fierce flames flew out of the dragon's mouth and almost licked Myling's long black hair. She turned and ran back home before the dragon could burn her up. So now the dragon said, you should not come near my house. I am the dragon breathing fire and stone. And very strong flames of fire came out of the dragon's mouth and they almost touched Myling's long black hair. So the flames that were coming out of the dragon's mouth, they nearly touched Myling's hair. Now again Myling ran back home before the dragon could do her anything. I hope you have learnt your lesson, said her father. Don't ever do anything like that again. Now father was again angry and said to Myling, don't repeat this mistake again. Myling's birthday dawned bright and clear. It was a lovely day for a party. So it was a bright and sunny day and a good day for a birthday party. I want the dragon at my party, said Myling. Once more, she set off up the mountain. Her father called her back. Her mother begged her not to be so foolish. Go no further, Myling, her grandparents begged her. So Myling really wanted the dragon at her party. So what she did was that she again started to climb the mountain. Everybody requested Myling not to go. Her father requested, her grandparents also requested. But Myling, she just wanted to invite the dragon. Her friends pleaded, oh Myling, don't do this terrible thing. Now you can see that her friends are also requesting her not to do this thing again. Not to go up the mountain again. But Myling went higher and higher until she reached the very top. There was a fire up there and the ground shook with the dragon's bellows. Myling heard the dragon saying, I live alone in my deep dark cave. Who comes here so daring and brave? So, to invite the dragon, Myling went higher and higher until she reached the top of the mountain. And now again there was a fire and the ground shook with the dragon's bellows. Bellows means what? It means to shout in a loud, deep voice. Now the dragon was saying, I live alone in my deep, dark cave. Who comes here so daring and brave? The dragon said that who is so brave? Who came in my cave? I live alone here. Nobody can come here. Myling said, you are certainly fierce. I'm sure you're lonely as well. So I've come to invite you to my birthday party. So Myling said that you are certainly very strong and you're right also. But I'm sure you are strong, but you are lonely as well. And nobody is there with you. So I have come here to invite you for my birthday party. The dragon suddenly stopped roaring. Myling, it said in a gentle voice, nobody has ever spoken to me like that. You are kinder and braver than anyone I've seen. I'll certainly come to your party, climb onto my back, and we will go down the mountain together. So the dragon, who was roaring and breathing out fire, changed his mind. He said, Myling, nobody has ever spoken to me like that. You are kinder and braver than anyone I have seen. And the dragon was very happy and was also convinced by the behavior of Myling. So he said that you are so kind. He tells Myling that she is very kind and brave also. And the dragon also says that I'll definitely come to your birthday party. And then he asks Myling to sit on his back so that they both can go down the mountain together. As they went down the mountain, a cool blue ribbon of water appeared behind them. The river followed them all the way down to the village. Once more, the village had cool, fresh water. Soon, the trees grew back and the crops started thriving. The people had plenty to eat and were happy again. So, due to Myling's invitation, the dragon came down, and at the back of them, the water also came down in the village. So, once again, the village had fresh and cool water, the crops also started growing well, and the people of the village were happy once again. As for the dragon, it stayed in that village in China. The people thought of it as a mascot that brought good luck. Myling became a great heroine and lived to celebrate many, many birthdays. So, the dragon stayed in that village in China, and people thought of it as a symbol that brought good luck. Mascot means a symbol. So, the people of the village thought of the dragon as a symbol that brought good luck. And Myling became a heroine, and she lived many, many years. So, children, we learn from this story, meaning the lesson that we learn from the story is that we can change someone's behavior with love and kindness. So it's a happy ending to the story. The village once again flourished. The people and everybody in the village was very happy once again. So that's about the story. I hope you have liked the story. That's all for today, children. Thank you.